On February 8, 2025, Japan made a historic announcement pledging a $1 trillion investment in the United States economy by 2025. This initiative, a strategic response to the evolving geopolitical landscape and an effort to strengthen bilateral relations, emphasizes advancements in artificial intelligence, AI, defense, and trade. The announcement was made shortly after a pivotal meeting between Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba and U.S. President Donald Trump, marking a significant moment in U.S.-Japan relations. Investment overview. The $1 trillion investment will primarily target several key sectors. 1. Artificial intelligence AI development. A substantial portion of the investment is earmarked for the advancement of AI technologies specifically tailored for defense applications. Japan aims to foster innovations in areas such as autonomous drones, cyber defense systems, and predictive warfare strategies. This collaboration is expected to bolster both nations' capabilities in defense modernization. 2. Defense technology. Major U.S. defense contractors including Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Boeing will benefit from this investment. The funding will support the development of cutting-edge military technologies, enhancing the strategic partnership between the two countries. 3. Economic growth. In addition to defense, the investment will also focus on clean energy, semiconductor manufacturing, electric vehicle production, and robotics. This aligns with the U.S.'s transition towards renewable energy and advanced manufacturing, promising significant economic growth and job creation. Political context. The announcement came on the heels of a meeting between Prime Minister Ishiba and President Trump, which was Ishiba's first face-to-face interaction with the U.S. president since taking office. The summit underscored the importance of economic ties between Japan and the U.S., with Ishiba committing to increase Japan's annual investment from approximately $800 billion to $1 trillion. This move also includes a commitment to boost liquefied natural gas (LNG) purchases from the U.S. During their discussions, both leaders expressed optimism about future cooperation, with Trump emphasizing the need for foreign investments to align with American interests, particularly in manufacturing and trade. Trump's administration has been vocal about pursuing a fair trade agenda aiming to reduce the U.S. trade deficit with Japan while welcoming foreign investments. Key takeaways and implications. 1. Strengthened bilateral relations. The investment initiative signifies Japan's commitment to reinforcing its status as a vital ally in the Indo-Pacific region, especially in the context of rising global tensions, particularly with China. 2. Focus on advanced technologies. By prioritizing investments in AI and military technology, Japan is positioning itself as a key player in the defense landscape, enhancing the security capabilities of both nations. 3. Economic opportunities. The U.S. stands to gain from increased Japanese investments in sectors such as renewable energy and technology, which could lead to substantial job creation and economic revitalization. 4. Strategic alignment with U.S. interests. Japan's decision to align its investment priorities with American economic goals reflects a strategic approach to fostering a favorable political climate, as evidenced by the positive tone of the summit discussions. Differences in sources. Various sources report on this monumental investment but highlight different aspects. Source 1 emphasizes the specific technologies that will benefit from the investment, while Source 2 focuses on the political dynamics and implications for U.S.-Japan relations. Source 3 provides insights into the personal interactions between Ishiba and Trump during their meeting and the potential impact on future cooperation. Timeline of events. February 7, 2025. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba meets President Donald Trump at the White House to discuss enhancing bilateral economic cooperation. February 8, 2025, Japan officially announces its commitment to a $1 trillion investment in the U.S. economy, emphasizing a focus on AI, defense, and trade sectors. Conclusion. Japan's commitment to a $1 trillion investment in the U.S. not only signifies a strategic realignment in international relations but also sets the stage for collaborative advancements in technology and defense. This monumental investment is poised to reshape the global economic and security landscape, reinforcing the US-Japan alliance in an increasingly complex geopolitical environment. As both nations work toward a new era of cooperation, the world watches closely to see how this partnership will evolve and its implications for global stability and economic growth. Japan's unprecedented commitment to invest $1 trillion in the U.S. economy by 2025 represents a pivotal strategic maneuver aimed at bolstering bilateral relations, particularly in the arenas of artificial intelligence, AI, defense, and trade. This investment is not merely a financial transaction, it is a calculated response to shifting geopolitical dynamics, particularly the rising influence of China and the necessity for enhanced security cooperation between the U.S. and Japan. Counterintuitive information. 1. Investment versus economic dependence. While the investment is framed as a strengthening of Japan's economic ties with the U.S., it could paradoxically lead to increased economic dependence on the U.S. market. Japan is positioning itself as a key player in the U.S. defense landscape. But this reliance on American technology and manufacturing could limit Japan's autonomy in defense capabilities and strategic decision-making. 2. AI as a defense tool. The focus on AI development for military applications is striking. Typically, AI is associated with civilian applications like data analysis, healthcare, and automation. However, Japan's commitment to channeling these innovations into defense technologies underscores a counterintuitive shift: that advancements in civilian technology can directly enhance military capabilities, raising ethical questions about AI's role in warfare and national security. 3. Political dynamics. The investment coincides with a period of U.S. nationalism and protectionism, as highlighted by Trump's administration's emphasis on economic reciprocity. Japan's significant financial commitment may be seen as an effort to appease U.S. demands for fair trade. Yet it also risks portraying Japan as subservient to U.S. economic interests. This could create a perception that Japan is compromising its own economic sovereignty for the sake of maintaining a favorable relationship with the U.S. 4. Clean energy and defense. The juxtaposition of investing in clean energy while simultaneously enhancing military capabilities is intriguing. On one hand, Japan's investment in renewable energy aligns with global sustainability goals. On the other, it reflects a contradiction where the same nation invests heavily in defense technologies that may contribute to international conflict. This dual focus raises questions about the integrity and consistency of Japan's broader strategic priorities. 5. Public sentiment versus political will. There may be a disconnect between public sentiment in Japan regarding military expansion and the political will demonstrated by Prime Minister Ishiba's commitment to defense investments. Historically, Japan has maintained a pacifist stance post-World War II. And a significant investment in defense technologies could provoke public backlash despite the political narrative of strengthening national security. 6. Job creation versus job displacement. The anticipated job creation in advanced manufacturing and technology sectors due to this investment is significant. However, there is a counterintuitive risk of job displacement in traditional industries as the U.S. pivots toward automation and AI. The promise of economic revitalization could mask underlying challenges associated with workforce transitions and the potential for increased inequality. 7. U.S.-Japan alliance dynamics. The optimism expressed by both leaders during their summit belies the complexities of the U.S.-Japan alliance. While the investment is positioned as a mutual benefit, Japan's increasing military engagement may lead to tensions with other regional players, particularly China and North Korea. This raises the question of whether strengthening ties with the U.S. could inadvertently alienate Japan from its neighbors, complicating the security landscape in the Indo-Pacific. 8. Long-term strategic goals. Japan's investment strategy appears to focus heavily on immediate technological advancements, but there may be counterintuitive long-term risks involved. The rapid pace of AI and military technology development could outstrip regulatory frameworks and ethical considerations, leading to unforeseen consequences in global security architecture and international relations. 9. The role of personal relationships in diplomacy. The emphasis on personal rapport between Ishiba and Trump during their discussions is a departure from traditional diplomatic norms that prioritize policy discussions over personal relationships. This focus on personal dynamics might overshadow the importance of structural and systemic issues that need to be addressed for a robust bilateral relationship. In summary, while Japan's $1 trillion investment in the U.S. economy is widely regarded as a strategic move to strengthen bilateral ties, it is essential to recognize the counterintuitive implications of this initiative. From potential economic dependence to ethical dilemmas in AI and defense, the multifaceted nature of this investment will likely shape not only U.S.-Japan relations but also the broader geopolitical landscape in the years to come. Japan's commitment to a $1 trillion investment in the U.S. economy has profound implications that extend beyond the immediate economic benefits. While many may focus on the large figures and the sectors targeted for investment, there are several nuanced aspects of this initiative that are likely to be overlooked. These elements not only reflect Japan's strategic interests but also highlight the shifting dynamics of global power and economic interdependence. 1. Geopolitical strategy in the Indo-Pacific region. One significant but frequently neglected aspect of Japan's investment is its role in countering rising Chinese influence in the Indo-Pacific region. By deepening economic ties with the United States, Japan is positioning itself as a key ally in a region where geopolitical tensions have been escalating, particularly regarding territorial disputes in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait. The investment serves as a strategic bulwark against China's assertive foreign policy and military expansion. This is significant because it indicates a shift toward a more collaborative security framework among U.S. allies in the region. Japan's proactive stance in reinforcing its economic and military partnership with the U.S. could lead to a more cohesive response to regional threats, thereby altering the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific. 2. Technological collaboration beyond defense. While the focus on defense technology is prominent, the implications of Japan's investment in artificial intelligence (AI) extend into various civilian sectors that are often overlooked. For instance, the collaboration in AI development can lead to innovations in healthcare, disaster response, and infrastructure management, which are critical for both nations given their vulnerability to natural disasters and the aging population in Japan. The importance of this aspect lies in the potential for dual-use technologies, those that can be applied in both military and civilian contexts. Such advancements could strengthen economic resilience and enhance societal welfare in both countries, fostering a deeper integration of their economies. 3. Cultural and political dynamics. The investment is not merely an economic transaction, it is also a significant cultural and political gesture that reflects Japan's commitment to the U.S.-Japan alliance. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba's strategic approach during his first meeting with President Trump indicates a sophisticated understanding of the current political landscape. By aligning Japan's economic interests with Trump's focus on trade and investment reciprocity, Ishiba is actively fostering a narrative of partnership. This cultural dimension is significant as it reflects a broader trend where countries are increasingly recognizing the importance of diplomatic soft power in shaping international relations. The positive tone of their discussions suggests that Japan is keen to navigate the complexities of U.S. domestic politics while maintaining its national interests. 4. Investment in clean energy and sustainability. The emphasis on clean energy within the investment plan is noteworthy yet underappreciated. As global climate challenges intensify, Japan's investment in renewable energy projects in the U.S. can be seen as a commitment to sustainable development and a response to environmental concerns. This move aligns with the global shift towards greener economies and could enhance Japan's reputation as a leader in environmental stewardship. Moreover, this focus on clean energy may lead to collaborative efforts in combating climate change, showcasing how economic partnerships can transcend traditional military alliances to address global challenges. The significance lies in the potential for creating a more sustainable economic model that benefits both nations while contributing to global environmental goals. 5. Impact on the U.S. labor market. The investment's potential to create jobs in the U.S. is often mentioned, but the nature of these jobs and the sectors that will benefit are critical considerations that may be overlooked. The focus on advanced manufacturing, electric vehicles, and robotics suggests that many of the new jobs created may require higher skill levels, which could exacerbate existing inequalities in the labor market. This aspect is significant as it raises questions about workforce development and the need for education and training programs to equip U.S. workers with the skills necessary for these emerging industries. The implications of this investment extend beyond immediate economic growth to long-term workforce sustainability and equality in the U.S. 6. Long-term strategic alliances. Finally, Japan's $1 trillion investment signals a long-term commitment to building strategic alliances that transcend individual administrations in the U.S. The investment is not solely dependent on the current political climate, rather, it reflects Japan's broader strategy of securing its interests in a rapidly changing global environment. This long-term perspective is crucial as it encourages other nations to consider similar approaches in their foreign investments and alliances. The significance here is that it may inspire a new wave of international cooperation focused on shared economic and security interests, potentially reshaping global alliances in the process. Conclusion. In summary, while the $1 trillion investment by Japan in the U.S. economy is monumental in its scale and ambition, the broader implications of this initiative reveal a complex interplay of geopolitical strategy, technological collaboration, cultural diplomacy, sustainability, labor market dynamics, and long-term alliances. These often overlooked elements underscore the significance of the investment as a transformative force not only for U.S.-Japan relations but also for the global economic and security landscape. As this investment unfolds, its impact will likely resonate across various sectors and influence the geopolitical climate for years to come. 1. Strengthened bilateral relations. Japan's $1 trillion investment in the United States is a pivotal move aimed at reinforcing the strategic alliance between the two nations. This investment not only addresses economic interests but also seeks to bolster Japan's role as a key ally in the Indo-Pacific region, especially in the context of rising tensions with China. The commitment to enhance economic ties and mutual defense underscores a collaborative approach to regional stability, signaling a unified front against common geopolitical challenges. 2. Focus on advanced technologies. The investment's significant emphasis on artificial intelligence (AI) and defense technology indicates a strategic pivot towards modernization and innovation in military capabilities. By channeling funds into AI-driven defense solutions such as autonomous drones and cyber defense systems, Japan aims to position both nations at the forefront of global defense technology. This collaboration is expected to yield advancements that enhance national security and military effectiveness, reshaping the landscape of defense strategies for both countries. 3. Economic opportunities and job creation. Japan's investment is set to stimulate various sectors within the U.S. economy, including clean energy, semiconductor production, and electric vehicle manufacturing. This influx of capital has the potential to create jobs and drive economic growth, aligning with U.S. priorities for renewable energy and advanced manufacturing. By investing in these critical areas, Japan not only strengthens bilateral economic ties but also supports the U.S. transition towards a more sustainable and technologically advanced economy. 4. Strategic alignment with U.S. interests. The investment reflects Japan's strategic intent to align its priorities with American economic goals, which is crucial for fostering a favorable political climate. The discussions between Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba and President Donald Trump emphasized economic reciprocity and mutual benefits, showcasing Japan's commitment to supporting U.S. interests. By enhancing liquefied natural gas (LNG) purchases and committing to significant investments, Japan is positioning itself as a reliable partner, ensuring that both nations can navigate the complexities of international trade and security in a cohesive manner. 1. China's $1 trillion investment in Africa 2015 present. In a strategic move to enhance its influence in Africa, China committed to investing $1 trillion in various sectors across the continent through the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI). This investment aimed to build infrastructure, create jobs, and foster economic development in African countries. It also sought to strengthen China's political ties and secure resources as part of its broader geopolitical strategy. 2. Germany's Marshall Plan 1948–1952, after World War II. The United States introduced the Marshall Plan, committing over $12 billion, equivalent to around $100 billion today, to help rebuild Western European economies, including Germany. The initiative aimed to prevent the spread of communism by stabilizing economies, promoting trade, and rebuilding war-torn nations. The Marshall Plan significantly contributed to the economic recovery of Germany and strengthened U.S.-European relations. 3. The U.S. investment in South Korea 1960s to 1980s. Following the Korean War, the United States invested heavily in South Korea, providing aid and support through various programs. This investment was aimed at rebuilding the South Korean economy and establishing a stable ally in East Asia during the Cold War. The U.S. commitment included military support and economic aid, which helped South Korea transition from an agrarian economy to an industrial powerhouse, significantly strengthening bilateral relations. Japan's commitment to invest $1 trillion in the U.S. economy by 2025 marks a pivotal moment in international relations, particularly in the context of geopolitical tensions and economic collaborations. This bold move is poised to reshape the landscape of U.S.-Japan relations, with significant implications for both nations' futures. Predictions for the future. 1. Enhanced bilateral relations. The $1 trillion investment is expected to strengthen the U.S.-Japan alliance, particularly as both countries navigate challenges posed by China's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific region. As Japan increases its investment, it will likely seek to solidify its position as a critical ally, fostering deeper political and military ties with the U.S. This cooperation could lead to joint military exercises and enhanced defense agreements, reinforcing regional security frameworks. 2. Leadership in AI and defense technology, with a substantial focus on artificial intelligence, AI, and defense technologies. Japan and the U.S. are likely to emerge as leaders in these fields. The collaboration is expected to lead to significant advancements in military applications of AI, including autonomous systems, advanced surveillance technologies, and cyber defense mechanisms. By 2030, this partnership may yield new military capabilities that could redefine modern warfare, with implications for global security dynamics. 3. Economic growth and job creation. The investment will stimulate economic growth in both nations, particularly in sectors like clean energy, semiconductors, and advanced manufacturing. U.S. industries may experience a boost in job creation as Japanese firms establish operations and partner with American companies. The focus on renewable energy could also position the U.S. as a leader in the global transition towards sustainable energy sources, aligning with international climate commitments. 4. Increased trade and investment opportunities. As Japan increases its imports of U.S. liquefied natural gas, LNG, and other resources, trade relations are expected to deepen. This could lead to a more balanced trade relationship, addressing concerns over trade deficits. Furthermore, the investment is likely to open new avenues for American companies in Japan, fostering cross-border collaborations in technology and innovation. 5. Geopolitical implications. This investment could have significant geopolitical ramifications, particularly concerning China. As Japan and the U.S. strengthen their economic and military ties, it may lead to increased tensions with China, prompting a re-evaluation of regional alliances. The investment may also encourage other nations in Asia to reassess their relationships with both Japan and the U.S., leading to a potential shift in regional power dynamics. 6. Innovation in clean energy. The commitment to invest in clean energy technologies will likely accelerate the U.S. transition towards renewable energy. By 2030, we may see significant advancements in solar, wind, and hydrogen energy. supported by Japanese investment. This collaboration could lead to breakthroughs in energy storage and efficiency, positioning both countries at the forefront of the global clean energy movement. 7. Technological collaboration and startups. The influx of Japanese capital is expected to bolster U.S. startups, particularly in AI and defense sectors. This could foster a vibrant ecosystem for innovation, attracting talent and investment from around the world. By 2030, we may witness the emergence of new technologies in companies that redefine industries, driven by a collaborative approach between Japanese and American entrepreneurs. 8. Cultural exchange and soft power. As economic ties deepen, cultural exchanges between Japan and the U.S. are likely to flourish. Increased collaboration in the arts, education, and technology will enhance mutual understanding and appreciation, contributing to soft power dynamics. This cultural diplomacy could play a crucial role in countering negative perceptions and fostering goodwill between the two nations. 9. Challenges in implementation. While the investment promises significant benefits, challenges will likely arise in its implementation. Regulatory hurdles, local opposition, and the complexities of international business operations may hinder progress. Both governments will need to navigate these challenges carefully to ensure that the investment achieves its intended goals. 10. Long-term strategic vision. The commitment to this historic investment reflects a long-term strategic vision for both nations. By 2035, Japan and the U.S. may be positioned as key players in shaping global standards for AI and defense technologies, influencing international policies and practices. This partnership could set a precedent for future collaborations among allied nations, fostering a new era of cooperative security and economic growth. Conclusion. Japan's $1 trillion investment in the U.S. economy is not just a financial commitment, it symbolizes a strategic alignment between two nations facing a rapidly changing global landscape. The future will likely see enhanced cooperation in technology, defense, and economic growth, with both nations poised to lead in critical areas. As they navigate the complexities of international relations, this partnership could serve as a model for other countries seeking to strengthen bilateral ties in an increasingly interconnected world.